I have to say that I love Pintip Dunn books, and you can see this one is Forget Tomorrow. It's the first in a trilogy, and I have to say that the idea behind this book is amazing. I have read two books by this author, and I have to say that in each of them, the world building that she creates, it's amazing because it's something that I have never seen before. But in this one, there is something that remembers me of a book that Calderón de la Barca wrote that called La vida es sueño, life is a dream, and it's similar to this one in which in that book the king has a son, and there is this prophecy which says that when the son grows up and he is old enough, he's going to kill the king and it's going to steal the kingdom. So the king, in order to save himself from the prophecy, decides to kind of exile his son. I don't remember exactly if he puts the son in a cave or in a tower, but the son grows up there and thinks that what he sees, what he has, is all that's real. There is nothing else. And by fate, by chance, he comes into contact with some people from outside, and then he begins to think that life is a dream because he begins to see that there is more than what he thought. And at the end, the story goes to him realizing that he has been wronged in his life, that he was supposed to be, with a family that love him, to be raised in a palace and all of that. And instead he has been sent away, mistreated. So when he grows old, he goes back home and he kills his father, and gets his kingdom back. So I think that's a very powerful book. It's like, this idea that the king wanted to defy fate, to change the future, so to save himself. He always thought that the bad one in the story was the son that will kill him, but he never stopped to think that by doing what he was doing, he was enabling the prophecy to come true. And the guy that got exiled, he goes back home and reclaims what's his, and a new life. So it made you think about lots of things about what stoke we can put into prophecies and into this power that in the future you're going to do something. And in this book we have this society that when they get to be 17, they get this memory from the future. It's a memory that a future you sends to you in the past, and those memories are very important for this society because in them the people can see what they will be in the future. And when they get the memories, they get like some kind of chip that they put, in the wrist and with the tattoo, and it's like, once you have this memory, it's like everything it's already paved for you. So when you get a job, they read your memory. When you met someone you want to marry, the prospective parents read the memory and see if you're worthy or not. So it's like we have this main character here called Callie, and she tells us that she has been just living because it doesn't matter what she has done up until she's 17, because what matters is the memory she's going to get and the path that this memory is going to clear for her. So it's like they don't know how to live in the present because they're always thinking about the future, about what this memory will reveal about themselves, about how many incredible things this memory will tell them. Because some of them are going to be told that they're going to be, the top ones in the job, or they're going to be amazing parents, or they're going to be, amazing singers or whatever. But there is also people like Callie that get memories that show them that they're going to be, killers or something like that, and those people are not allowed to go back to their normal lives. They are sent to this kind of prison. And that happens with Callie. Callie was so waiting for her memory, and she was expecting it to be chaos of celebration. But when she gets her memory, she has this memory of her killing her own sister. And first she has this panic because when you get the memory, it's like you leave your memory, you leave it in your head. So she cannot believe that she's going to kill the sister that she loves so much. and then she's on the run because there is people who want to jail her because she's going to kill somebody. So that makes you think that about the fact that they are, incarcerating people that in the moment they are innocent only because in the future they don't know why they're going to do something horrible. So there's a lot of food for thought in this book about, about not living the present day because you are waiting for this memory to tell you who you are going to be. So like it's fate, it's settled, you cannot change it. Obviously we are going to have characters telling you that you can change fate. It's like this is not a loop, a perfect loop. You can change your future. You can understand what brings you to that moment, and you can try to change the future. And also this idea of having this whole society so invested in the memory of they're going to receive that they don't live it nowadays, and also they're going to be condecorated on something that they have yet to do, and that's like maybe they want to be something else, but if the memory tells them that they have to be that thing, they stop everything that they were doing and they do that thing. I don't know how much happiness you can get from that. And also the fact that some of them get to be incarcerated for crimes and things that they haven't done. I'm not going to tell much about the plot, only that's, let's say, because I don't want to ruin the book for you because it's full of twists and things that I wasn't expecting. But let's say that Callie it's going to do everything that is in her hand to stop the future memory to come to terms. She doesn't want to kill her sister. She loves her sister. She's going to, if they have to detain her, if she has to be sent to prison, if all that means that her sister is going to be okay, she's going to go with that because she loves her sister so much. And I love the feelings that she has for her sister, how much the lengths she will go to protect her. And also there is this love interest, this guy called Logan, and they had been friends in infancy, and they stopped being friends. And suddenly 5 years later, he comes back to her life, and he's going to try to help her understand why the future memory comes to be. And also when she's blaming herself for something she has yet to do, he is going to try to tell her that the future it's not something that's written in a stone that you can change it. And I love that. And I love the concept of fate in this book. This realization that she comes towards the end when she sees that some things are happening. And I love this idea that maybe some things are not maybe written in stone, but some things are exactly told like it's going to happen this way, but you can change different outcomes and different solutions. You can stop at any point and you can change. And because if you keep doing this is going to happen, but if you change that, maybe I love this idea. I also love this the idea that we have what you will call normal humans, and we have humans that are called psychics, and they have different powers, telekinesis, they can talk mind to mind, they can, I don't know, diverse things. And they have to be in hiding because the government and the people who are in the power, in the top notch of this society, wants to capture them, and we don't really know why at the beginning of the book, but we will have a clear sense of why towards the end. I have to say that this is an amazing book. I mean, I was feeling what the characters felt. The narrative, it's superb, it's amazing. As in the previous book of her that I read, it's very visual. It feels like you are inside this movie and you're seeing everything. In the way that she describes things and situations, it's very easy for you to picture them in your head and construct, the landscape and see everyone moving around. I have to say that I love how easily she seems to build these walls for you, and you can see in her books things that you have never seen before. And that's something that I love, because when you read lots of books, sometimes you get to read about the same ideas over and over again, but I find that her books provide with new landscapes, new world buildings that are amazing and unique. And this is like a very dystopic novel in which humanity in the future works in certain ways with its memories, and all these organizations that are tampering with people and making sure that the memories are delivered, and that put people who are going to be doing wrongdoings, they put them in prison. And also I love what we learn about these people who do bad in their memories and what's going to happen to them. That was terrifying to read, honestly. As I was saying, I love she has like these very short chapters and it keeps you hooked and you keep on reading. And I love how fleshed out the characters are and how you can relate with them because they get to be very human and they are afraid and they hunger and they cry and they are scared and they want to overcome and they want to be better and they fail and they you know and they get up again and try again, and I love them how fleshed up they are and how easily they communicate to you how they are feeling, and it's like you are right there with them, living through their eyes and seeing everything that they see and feeling what they do and understanding their feelings deep down. So I have to say that this author for me has been like this big discovery. I have been loving everything that she has written. I have read just 2 books from her, but the 2 books I had to read in one day. I just couldn't put it down. And yeah, if you haven't read her, pick her up because her books are amazing. So thank you for watching. Bye.